The war room fell silent as Admiral Keskrath reviewed the simulation data. The collective's finest military minds had gathered, 3 battle-hardened generals, 2 strategic computers with processing capacity exceeding planetary networks, and 1 human girl sitting quietly in the back corner of the room. No one had paid much attention to her. She'd been observing the war games for 3 weeks, taking no notes, asking no questions, simply watching. The elite of the collective had dismissed her presence as a cultural exchange formality. Humans were new. "That's impossible," one of the generals declared, a crystalline Krell whose neural processors could store vast amounts of data. "Even our most advanced recording devices struggle with that volume of information. Your biological brain cannot." "It can," Amara interrupted politely. "Not perfectly. But well enough." For the next 6 hours, Amara sat at a terminal with Admiral Keskrath and the strategic team, reconstructing the war games from memory. She recalled tactical deployments with startling accuracy, not every detail, but enough. She remembered which commander had used which strategy, how many casualties had occurred in each engagement, the exact sequence of decisions that had led to victory or defeat. More impressively, she identified patterns that even the strategic computers had missed. She explained how certain commanders had adapted their tactics between games, how enemy responses had evolved, which approaches had proven most effective. The Krell general watched in growing disbelief. "This level of recall, it shouldn't be possible." "We're pattern recognition machines," Amara explained as she worked, her fingers moving steadily across the interface. "Humans evolved as hunters. We had to remember where prey ran, what predators looked like, which plants were safe. Our brains became sophisticated pattern storage and analysis systems. We're not as fast as your computers, but we remember context differently. We see connections you might miss." By the time she finished, the War Games database was rebuilt to 93% accuracy, more than enough to salvage the research program. But more importantly, Amara's analysis of the patterns had revealed strategic insights the collective's military planners hadn't considered. Admiral Keskrath stared at the completed reconstruction, then at the human girl who stood beside him, looking no different than she had hours before. "You were just sitting there," he said slowly. "Watching. Remembering." "Yes," Amara replied. "I wasn't sure if you'd want my input. Humans are still learning your protocols. But I thought remembering might be useful." The admiral turned to his generals. "Send a message to the Collective Council. I want every human with eidetic memory capabilities assigned to our military program immediately. And I want their education in strategic warfare accelerated." He looked back at Amara. "Your species has spent millions of years hunting. Learning. Adapting. You see things we've forgotten how to notice because we rely too heavily on technology." He paused. "The collective made an error in dismissing you." Amara simply nodded, already thinking about what else humanity might contribute to the war effort, all the quiet, patient skills her species had developed over millennia that no one had thought to ask about.